Hello, hello. It always takes a minute for it to pop on live on my end, so I can't see myself as a black screen. So I gotta wait for it to pop on live, and my tablet here is downloading an update, so I cannot see anything. Oh, hold on, I forgot the volume. I thought I turned that down. Hold on. All right. Let's see. All right. Pronounce myself anyway. But hello, hello, Ms. Rack. Hello, I see that you're here. Thank you for being here, Ms. Rack. I'm sorry, this is wanting to install and wants to do this, and I didn't know it was going to be doing that. So I turn my tablet on and it automatically is doing that. I said schedule it for later, and it says preparing and it's doing it now. So anyway, that's all right. I can use my cell phone for now. That's what I used to use. But then it started getting too small. I'm like, okay, it's hard to see the chat. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Most likely. Alrighty. So I'm going to put that right there then. Alrighty. And then we're going to wait for Sir Daniel to come in because tonight is a podcast and we are going to talk about UFOs and Fravor's, I believe that's how you say it, Fravor, but it's Tic Tac, which is a Tic Tac shaped UFO, that they saw. But Daniel's going to come in and I know he wants to talk about that. And we're going to give the free readings after. Okay. So you're going to have a free yes, no, or general. And if you want advice, if he's staying around for that, we'll ask him. But tarot readings and advice after. All right. Shania. Hello, hello, Shania. Hello. How you guys doing? All right. I wore this hat today. I got this hat, and to me, it's like space. It looks like space and the cosmos, but something about UFOs and stuff like that. Like, let me wear the space ball cap. All right, you guys. So while we're waiting for Sir Daniel to come in, I was just wondering if I should at all do just today's Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday. Like do a quick little collective, a few cards for everybody, just to see for the weekend for Saturday and Sunday. I think I will go ahead and do that. But I cannot see. Let me timestamp it just to put in a little collective reading. All right, we're just do a little collective reading, like I said. 7777. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. We'll just get a few cards here, right? For this today and tomorrow for the collective, just to see what needs to come out. What y'all getting into? Some mischief. What y'all getting into? You're getting into some mischief. You're into some trouble. I want to say damn well, because this is coming out where I'm right. This is saying Okay, so this could be addictions. It could be sex. It could be anything to do with. It could be okay. It could be anything from addictions to fear to worry to sex and stuff. So it could be anything, but it almost looks like there's a better way of doing something. So I want to say use your head. I don't know if you're fearing something, if you're avoiding something. Some of you could be avoiding something out of fear, and this is showing some type of mental clarity and progress. And this could even be the truth comes out. I don't know if this was necessarily like dishonesty. I don't know if it's just avoidance. But I feel like there's a better way of doing something. And I feel like if this is about a lie, you already know it or you knew it. If this is about a different way of doing something, you already know it. Whatever this is about, you already know it. So I'm just telling y'all stuff you already know. But that's how it's coming out. But I want to say for today and tomorrow, there's a better way of doing things, and don't get too crazy. The devil card is out, have your fun, but don't get too crazy. And we got Capricorn energy and a little Cancer energy. Let me show you these cards, by the way. There might be some negative influences around that could be prohibiting you from living a full, happy life. So, this is basically asking you, are you in control or is something controlling you? Make sure you are in control. That's the message coming out for this today and tonight and tomorrow. So there you go. Should I put an oracle card? Yeah, let me grab one of these. These are new. I used them earlier in my live stream. I live streamed earlier today. So if you guys didn't catch it, I did love messages for each zodiac sign. So if you want to watch it, go, watch it. I just did it earlier today. It was just a quick live stream that I did earlier today. So go check that out. It was a bunch of love messages for each zodiac sign, you guys. Sir Daniel, there you are. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull one of these. Oh, yin yang. All right. And it says, all right, like the yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. Why is this just blocking out? What? Oh, that's right. It was doing an update. All right, it's probably restarting. So let me read it again. Yin yang. Like the yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. All right. Dr. Fiza, is that right? Is it Fiza or Fiza? I don't know. I know I asked you before though. Hello. I'm gonna pull one of my favorites too. Let's get one more of the. I want a Chinese fortune cookie oracle for the collective, please. And this is the Chinese fortune cookie oracle, which has dragons. Chinese a dragon. I like it very nice. Manifest. Well, it's right here. Chinese dragons right on my T-shirt. I love Chinese dragons, and I got little dragons over here too. Little Chinese. Anyways, that was just regular dragon. But okay, let's see. It says manifestations. All right, a bountiful. All right, a bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. I know that's right. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, and that's what I got for you guys, collective. Bountiful time. You had the devil card there too. Just, everything in moderation, I want to say. I don't know why, but I feel like saying that. S. Hello, S. Hello. So when Daniel comes in, he's going to talk about stuff, and then we'll offer the free after. All right. Hello, Daniel.
Hello.
How you do?
I do well. How do you?
I do well. I thankful. I do good. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
That's great.
All right.
I,
So I'm gonna go put in this timestamp for the collective really quickly and let you talk.
okay. Hello, everyone. Hope you all are having a wonderful evening, night, morning, or day, depending on where you stay. And um, thank you for joining us. We will be getting to the free readings here shortly. Um, I'm not sure if Jill did the collective or not. And we're going to be talking about some strange happenings in our skies and on our lands, things that make us go and ask the questions, uh, are we alone and are they friendly? So there's a couple things that we're going to talk about, that being Commander David Fravor and the story of him encountering a Tic Tac like UFO object, and we're also going to talk about the face peelers of Peru. So stay tuned for that when Jill comes back, and we'll get right into it. In the meantime, please like the video so you can show YouTube, that maybe this is a good thing for people to watch or tune into, and that people like it. It'll really help her out. Hello, Angelica. Here shortly, the free list will be open, and when that happens, you'll be able to get onto the list and get your reading from Jill. I'm not sure what she is offering tonight, but I do know that I will be giving advice along with that. So stay tuned for that.
All right. And I was listening to you. I was just over at the computer here, and yeah, I just did a quick little collective for everybody for today and tomorrow. So I've already
Okay.
done that. And you mentioned that the list will open. So did you want to do the readings first then, or something, or because do you want? We can open up a list and they can wait. We can add them.
Mhm.
We won't. But you want to talk first, right?
Yes. I was just telling Angelica, since she's new, that the list will be open later.
Oh, Angelica, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Linksy, hello, Linksy. How you doing? My tablet's it was updating and all this, so I couldn't really see the phone. It's so tiny down there, so I didn't see you guys. There's a Linksy face. I see it. I can see it here too. It's pretty small. I'll wait for it to come up here on the tablet. But yeah, you go ahead and I mean, whatever, however you'd like to start, whatever you'd like to talk about, you feel free to. If you want us to, do you want to have the list opened, or does it matter to you? I don't care. Linksy, I guess we should ask Linksy since she's here and she usually does the
Yeah.
list. Huh?
Yeah.
However,
We should ask her.
or let's just open it, and let people know though we're gonna talk first. Okay, I don't
Hmm.
know how long we're gonna talk first, and after the talk, you can have a free yes, no, or general from me, and then Daniel's here for advice. If he's able to stay. Um, but if you want to be added to the list, you can be added to the list. Just know it won't be started until we are done talking. Sounds funny. I don't know why.
Hmm. So, Jill, have you heard of Commander David Fravor before?
I have, but well, because I heard about the Tic Tac thing, you
Hmm.
know, and but I don't want to say that I have heard of him, but I heard of the story about it. So no, his name it sounds maybe a little bit familiar, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so he was a leader of a squadron of fighter jet planes, the FA-18Fs, also
Well,
known as the
yes.
Super Hornets. Um, and he he was
Hold on. But
excuse
show
me.
your face. Why you not show your face?
Oh, I'm not ready to yet.
Okay. You didn't do your makeup yet.
That's right. So he uh, he was on a training mission out off of the coast of San Diego. They were flying off of the USS Nimitz for a training operation that they had planned for the day. It was a beautiful sunny day in San Diego, California. Water was perfect. It was like glass. You could probably fish off of it all day long if you're into that. And all of a sudden, um, they got redirected to another location. So that apparently the radar picked up an object, an unknown object, and they wanted them to check it out. Unbeknownst to them, the pilots that were involved in this, it was just two planes, and they were two-seater planes. They had a pilot and a weapons specialist operator, also known as a WIZO. So these two planes went out over there to this location that they described, and like I said, unbeknownst to them, they did not know that this has been happening for weeks. So this is the first time they actually had planes in the air to get eyes on the object that's on the radar. And when they got there, they saw something really weird. When they looked down, the water was whitewashing. And what that means is you start to see white caps on the water. You can normally see it with waves or if something really big is under there and moving like a submarine or whale. But in this case, they knew there were no submarines there, and it was a perfect day. So the only spot that had whitewashing was right there. To visualize it in your mind, think of in the movies, whenever you see a helicopter over the water, that's what it looked like to them. And it was in the shape and size of a 747 airplane.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that part. Wow.
So while they're looking at this thing, they all of a sudden see this object. And the object was vacillating back and forth, meaning it was moving back and forth in multiple directions. And it was doing it so fast and so sudden that it couldn't have been anything that we have ever created on Earth. And this object was in the size, or not the size, it was the shape of a Tic Tac. So what they decided to do then was they split off. One person stayed up high to keep it a bird's eye view, and the other person went down low to go meet this object. This person who went down to go meet the object was Commander David Fravor. And by the time he was getting up really close to it to really get good eyes on this thing, the object decided to stop doing what it was doing and started to climb in elevation. And as soon as he blinked, and that was how fast this happened. As soon as he blinked, it was gone. And they didn't know where it went. He even asked the pilot that was up above him, who has the bird's eye view, could probably see it better than David could. And they said it was just gone, just disappeared. And not knowing what to do, they call it in and receive a response that says, you wouldn't believe this, but it's at your training location where you just were. So they had to go back over in that direction to go try to get eyes on it again. And by this point, they were really eager to, because they wanted to know what this was too. Well, when you get the chance to look it up yourself, they do have video. According to David, the Wizzo in his back seat got it's some sort of like camera that they attach to the airplane in the missile loading spots. And this camera can zoom in pretty far away. It's got TV recording and infrared visibility. You have to switch modes for that, but it's capable of a lot of things, and it can track an object that's pretty far out away from this airplane. As long as it's within its field of vision, it can track it and capture video of it and show it to the person in the cockpit. And it's recorded as well, so you can take it back and look over it later on a computer screen. And what they noticed on infrared is this object produced zero heat for conventional combustion engines would produce heat behind it. This object did not, even though it was moving forward, and they don't understand how it propelled itself forward because we don't have that technology, and we can speculate all day as to what it is, but we don't know. And after they got this 2-minute video of it, it disappeared again, and they never saw it again. Pretty crazy.
It's so cool because is that, is that something from our future? Is it us messing around with us? Or not messing around with us, but just say it's us in the future. But if it's so, then why not show yourselves? Why not say, hey, it's just us? But you know how everything's hidden. You can't, no one knows anything, and everything's such a damn secret. I mean, maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's not even alien stuff. What if it's just us in the future? Who knows? I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing things out. But
I
and
would like to believe that.
Rita T, hello, Rita T, sweetest girl, hello, Hitesh, hello. Yeah, you never know. I mean, who knows for sure, right? I mean, most likely it's not us in the future that's coming back, but we don't know.
No, we don't really know, but um, the story that I have next for you is
Yeah, what is this face thing? What are you talking
it,
about?
it it's kind of one of those it kind of stares you in the face when you're thinking, maybe these things are benevolent, these beings are benevolent, maybe they're us from the future, maybe you know we don't have to worry about it. It kind of stares you in the face and makes you change your mind. If these are the same creatures that we just talked about that flew that Tic Tac, they're dangerous. The face peelers of Peru, they actually, I don't remember the correct pronunciation of it in Peruvian Spanish, but I believe it's they call them the felicalas. I'm pretty sure that's it, felicalas.
Back to
Um,
you.
so the face peelers,
Hmm.
they are like an active mythos that's going on in Peru right now. Um, they have access to smartphones there, even though they're a third world country. But the smartphones that they have aren't as good as ours. So if you're going to see any footage that's taken from there, it's going to be kind of not very good quality. But from what I've seen of this guy that's covered this story, um, it's pretty convincing. They are currently having the Navy and the police investigating a state and specifically a village called San Antonio. Believe it or not, it's called San Antonio. They're investigating a village and the state around it for these creatures. And you can look up the news stories right now. This is happening right now in Peru. Um, these entities are reported to be bulletproof because of the armor coating that they have around them that is the color of silver. Um, they have disc-like objects at their feet that allow them to hover.
This sounds like robots. It's half robot, half human, which is probably it look like alien. Half robot, half human. I bet that's all it is. Robots are gonna
Mm-hmm.
sort of take over, and they're gonna we're gonna be integrated. I don't know, be part robot, part shit.
Like
That's
the
probably what it is.
Cybermen from Doctor Who.
It's probably what something like that. I don't know.
Well, according to the reports that are going on, people are being abducted by these creatures, and they're usually adolescents, teenagers, and when they do disappear, when they get abducted, they're gone for a few days, and then they find them again in the woods. And when they do find them again, their face is missing.
What now?
They're exactly. Nope,
So they're
nope. Okay,
alive? Are they alive?
so my hair is not dry yet, but I'll show you. Everything here, all the way around, all of that flesh, the eyeballs, the nose, cartilage, everything is gone. It's just bone. That's it. That's why they're
Wait,
called the
so
face peelers.
so that obviously then they find the person dead, is what you're saying. With no
Yeah, they're
face?
dead with no face,
With no face. Hmm.
and it doesn't look ripped off or burned off. It looks surgically removed.
To put onto themselves?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's a robot. See, those are damn robots taking over, trying to look human. You see, we don't know what's going on, but shoot.
Or like the
I mean,
Terminator
what?
robots.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they do liken them to the Predator even. They can go invisible, almost transparent as well.
And they're only
We're talking
there.
about them. Uh, we're talking, yeah, right? Yeah, right.
They're not over here or anything, right? They're just over there, right?
That's the
As far as we
crazy.
know.
That's the crazy part about what you just said is it's likely they are everywhere,
No, Lord.
but
Probably. I mean,
they're only highly, yeah. Because abduction, they have abduction stories all over the world. Um, but they only seem to be highly aggressive or hyper aggressive towards humans in that part of the Amazonian forest in Peru
hmm, I guess they got the
for
look.
some
They
reason.
won't literally. They got the
I,
look. They won't literally. I mean, oh God, that sounds terrible. I'm not trying to joke about it, but well, not gonna sit here and cry over it. But meaning, then bring everybody down. But that's just weird. I've not heard of this. It's going on right
uh,
now and everything. It's not like something from 50 years ago. It's going on right now, and I haven't even heard
yeah,
anything. Have you guys in the
yeah,
chat heard about anything about this? You guys, huh?
kind of
And the
wild to think about.
Queen of Sheba, hello, hello. And we'll be doing free readings after we talk. We're gonna talk a little bit and then we'll open up the list afterwards. I don't know how long the talk is, but I would give it about an hour from the time we started. I don't know what Daniel's thinking because if I were to have done a reading or something, sometimes it's about an hour, sometimes it's 2 hours. Then I open it up for free readings. So I'm just assuming you would. Do you want about? I think we mentioned that, didn't we? I think we mentioned about an
Uh,
hour or something, and then we'll open the free
it,
list or something like that.
right. It doesn't have to be a full hour, but it could be an hour.
Okay.
I guess that's what we agreed to.
Oh,
But yeah,
and then
it's kind of a new story. The video I saw of this guy covering this, because everything up until this point, I suppose, is in Peruvian Spanish and not in English. So, but I guess it's because this hasn't hit international news yet, but it has hit national news in Peru. Everyone's seeing this in Peru, so it's really happening, and it's kind of scary to think about. You know,
I'm just like,
especially,
I mean, anything is possible. Anything is possible.
yeah.
It's one of those things that I don't not believe it, but it's also one of the, I believe that something's going on. Yeah, and it's just like, are those 100% of the facts? I don't know, but probably. I mean, probably, but just don't come here.
The
Let's go ahead.
Yeah,
Let them know. Don't come here. Don't come here.
that yeah,
Uh, that
I'm
that would
with
be
you.
just so weird to see some. I mean, or I don't know. It'd be cool and weird at the same time. Beatrice, hello.
That's definitely one way to get international coverage almost immediately is to go to a place like the United States or Russia or um, something high profile, and to do what they're doing to the people in Peru, you're going to get noticed immediately. So I guess that's one reason why we don't know about it, why they don't cover it here or anywhere else. and it's because it's also so new. Um, the the Navy and the police have been reported to start their investigation something like a week ago. So this is fresh stuff. um, pretty
Well, you got a friend in Peru?
no, but this guy that I'm talking about, he did a podcast similar to what we're doing, and they were showing clips to back up their claims and what they were talking about, and they talked about multiple things. Um, but this is the first story they went over, and it was most of their hour and 48-minute video, of them showing clips that these things are happening in Peru, and they don't look like hoaxes. They don't look fake. They look real. Like there's even a video on there.
Wait, you do you have a photo of one? Of is you just said
Uh,
they look. Do you have photos or anything you can show on here,
I do not.
or even send to me and I'll show on here? I want to see what have you seen
Have I seen
what
the
they look
video?
of these predator looking things? Have you seen photos, or has anybody ever caught a photo or anything?
Well, there are a couple of kids that have claimed to be chased by creatures fitting that description. That they took a video of it, and then
Wait,
there's another video of them spotting a creature hiding behind an object with a bulb
yes,
the head.
I've seen this,
So
Daniel. Okay, I have seen this. Because I saw it looked like a video. It looked like it was behind a barn or something, or I don't know what was going on. It looks like it was hiding behind a barn thing, and people are claiming it's real.
yeah,
I'm like, I don't know if that was real or not, but it would look like the predator, and so I did see something on this. Um, yeah, but I didn't know they were called the face peelers. So
or the
I,
fetacatas, I think they call it. I'll have to look that up again and share it
again, back to you, and
later.
I don't know what you're saying, but back to you. But yeah,
It's
I
just
did see something.
it's Peruvian Spanish for face peelers. That's what it is.
Huh.
Peruvian Spanish for face peelers. It's a literal translation, or semi-literal, I think.
I'm trying to figure out where did I
Uh,
see that then? Because I saw that video. Where did I see this? I don't know what I saw it on, but
it was
anyways,
one of the things they covered that helped them back up their claim of or no, um, it's like they're fitting the pieces of this could be the same creature as these creatures that are attacking these people now, and that was kind of what he went into after he went over the main story. And there's even a video of two or three police officers that found a man on the beach, and he looked pretty much how I described it to you with the face. Yeah,
hmm.
you actually see the skull, and you can see the body.
Yeah, I want to see it.
It's limp.
See, I don't get grossed out. I can watch
Hmm.
that stuff and eat dinner. I don't get grossed out, so I want to see it. And a lot of people don't.
I
I want
I,
to see what it looks
uh,
like.
I
I'm
wish
gonna have to
I
look
had
up.
seen this. I wish I had seen this earlier, because I actually only seen this today, and I would have sent it to you. So I wish I had seen it
She's.
earlier.
Let me see. Rita said, "Pel- "Peladores de caras." Is that how you say it?
That's it.
Cara means face. Okay. All right. Because I was about to look it up. Face peelers. I use talk to text all the time. Let's see. Oh God, coming up with things
Pe-
for to
pe-
your face. Oh, there we
peelers
go.
peelers
Terrified,
of faces. That's it.
claim they under attack from 7 feet tall. Oh wow. All right.
I believe it's called this alien attack in Peru. The one that I saw, it's like an hour 48 minutes. Shows a guy facing towards the left of your screen, and or no. excuse me. It was a picture. That's what it was. But it was a podcast. I don't remember the name of the channel.
Hmm.
It should be on YouTube, and it's 4 days old. It came out 4 days ago.
They're saying like this 15-year-old girl says she was attacked by one. She had to be taken to the hospital.
Yep,
Yeah, so that she has some neck injury. She got in a struggle with one of the mysterious beings. Huh.
yep. She somehow escaped, and they left almost like claw marks on her neck.
Yeah, and they said that there's night patrols to protect the women and children that are more vulnerable. Or I don't know, but anyways, they're having guards and more patrols and everything to protect people. Damn,
Yep, they can't
damn.
even sleep. They're having trouble with that.
I can't
Um,
imagine.
they've actually fired at these creatures, and they get back up and disappear.
Well,
That
alrighty.
that it's not. I mean,
Wow.
they sometimes probably go transparent right in front of them, but other times they lift off and go somewhere else. So kind of wild.
Lena. Hello, Lena. Huh. It's just weird. I mean, when I saw that video or whatever, I was like, well, you never know, right? But that was just that. I'm like, because there's always something you just never know, and that was that. But I had no idea all this was, like going on and stuff. So that's, anyways. I'm glad you brought it up because now I know what I was looking at, or now I understand it what I was
Yeah.
looking at a little bit. Yeah. Huh. That's interesting. They always say that they walk amongst us and we don't even know it. So, and like that one lady said, he's not real. The lady on the plane,
Yep. Yep. I remember that.
and she claims that he wasn't real. She said the eyes looked funny or something, or the eyes did something, and she claims he wasn't real. Like
She
that.
made international news,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
I don't know if she was mocked or not. I didn't really get the chance to go deep into that story.
I don't know. I was wondering. I thought this
So
lady's drunk. I was like, okay, either she's really seeing something that no one else is seeing, and she very well could be, or she's drunk. I was thinking maybe she was drinking, but it came out later that they said a friend or something said she was not drunk. But who knows? I don't know. But I wonder what she saw. In a way, I was like, dang, what did she see? Did nobody pan the camera over to see who is she talking about? Why would no one have done that? So that makes it kind of odd for me too. Hmm. Hello, sweetest girl.
it really does make you wonder, though, like, what do they want?
Yeah,
Obviously.
7777 said that she said, or something like she said that the person next to her, told her they're going to take the whole plane down. Jeez. Yeah, I would have gotten off that plane too. I'm done. I'm off the plane.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say that too, and then I would leave.
Pebbles. Hello. Yeah. Okay, she said she doesn't drink, she doesn't take drugs, nothing like that. But people thought she went silent or went missing, but they said something like she went on a cruise, So, of course, if you're on a cruise, you're not going to be able to, anyways. Thank you, Pebbles. It kind of goes along with the theme with the UFO talk Daniel was doing. Looks like they like space UFO. I don't know. Thank you. What do you mean? Rita T said Machu Picchu is closed since January 2023. What do you
Wait,
mean closed? Huh?
Machu Picchu's closed?
Now, what do you mean closed? Melody. Hello, Melody.
I would like to look this up, but my other phone completely died, so I can't even turn it on.
Oh,
Mm. Who said it? Rose, Rita.
Rita. Yeah.
You got any other? Did like? Do they actually explain why it was closed?
Let me see. I was doing something. Let me look up. Machu Picchu closed? Question mark. It says it's fully open, and hundreds of travelers enter daily. It was closed temporarily due to the political crisis in Peru from January 21st, 2023 to February 11th, 2023. Wow. From that, so it is from that? Because you just said the crisis in Peru, and you talking about in Peru.
Yeah, I'm talking about something happening in Peru.
Why would they close Machu Picchu? What would that? I mean, I guess I could click and maybe there's more, but that would say, why is it being closed? Due to the ongoing civil unrest throughout Peru. The former president was ousted by Congress, but the civil unrest throughout Peru. But they're talking about the former president being ousted by Congress in December over corruption charges, jailed on charges of rebellion and conspiracy. So I don't know if it's because of what Daniel's talking about or if it's something completely different. Because the civil unrest, and it's talking about somebody being with the charges and jailed and the former president. So I don't know. Sounds like something going on here. What do you mean former president being charged? What? Or is that what you're talking about? No. No, it's not. Um, that's weird.
That's probably a separate.
Yeah.
That I don't understand why Machu Picchu would be closed. I mean,
Yeah, it sounds like it's due to something separate from what you're saying, but it is kind of it doesn't matter. I don't know. It's weird that if it's going everything's going on at the same time. Like, it may not. They might not say it's not related, but what if it is somehow in some way? But how?
I mean, everything else that's going on, you know,
Yeah.
the story with David Fravor, Commander David Fravor, that was back in 2004, but they've been talking about this for a little while,
Yeah.
and they recently just had him in DC with two other whistleblowers of with our own stories, which I cannot cover right now, but that's because I haven't really been able to get into any of the information on it, but they're interesting too. Um, he was with two others, and this was last week, so it's definitely something or that is actually going on, and we don't know what it is. We don't even know if they're extraterrestrial, so we can't call them aliens.
Yeah.
We don't know. All we know is that we don't know.
And we don't know. What if these creatures live under the water? We don't know where they're coming from. Maybe
Yeah,
their food is running out because there's too much plastic in the ocean. So their food is running out under the ocean. So now they have to come out of the water to find food. Who the hell knows? I mean, that's a damn theory. That you know.
I actually that's one of my own theories too. Like one of my favorite ones, but
Mm.
there's another story I heard as well in that same podcast of it was like a retired engineer that was building underground bases for the government, and he had his own story to tell. And apparently, they have bases under the ground, and they dug too deep in one of them, and they got attacked. And his story is pretty interesting too. And
Wait, who is this? You heard it on the
who
podcast?
I heard it on the same podcast I'm talking about, where I learned about the Piladeras staccatus. So
Sophie Abba Hiller.
I think he said it was Peladecatus. So, and I know in Spanish that you can shorten certain words and they mean the same thing. So, um, I think that's how he said it. But back to that one story, it is possible that from that story, and I'm going to have to go over it again before I talk about it again in detail, that it is possible they have underground subterranean bases on our lands,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
we probably don't know it.
oh, there's so much that I think going on that I'm sure we don't, we don't know what's going on, but anything's possible, really, when you think about it. I mean, if we can manifest like the world that it is today, that's because somebody thought about it and it was built, right? So if we can manifest what it is, I mean, can you imagine anything is pretty much anything. So possible, being possible.
I had
And
this theory that our imagination is tied to the universe, and that we can't imagine anything that the universe can't produce. So it is likely very possible that there are creatures that exist that look and act exactly like in the Predator movies. They call those creatures Yatcha, by the way. They have a name. It's not Predator, but everyone knows them as the Predator. So, um, but the closest thing that we know that fits that description is the same creatures they're talking about in Peru. So I don't know if it really is a hoax, but they seem to be taking it seriously down there. So
yeah,
maybe we could take it
yeah.
seriously too.
Hmm. It's so odd to think about, even though I know anything's possible. And hey, I always say, you never know anything possible. I mean, you just never know. But it's still hard to believe, like, God, that'd be just weird to think about. But it's only because it's so unknown. We don't know anything about it or about them, or so it I guess it could scare people because it's unknown.
The only way we probably could figure it out is if we hunted down these creatures and captured them. But we're talking about doing that very same task to creatures who have been doing it to us for centuries.
Yeah, Sophie Abba said, what are those called? Oh, he said face peelers. She said
Yep.
shape formers, but uh yeah, she said pelador in Spanish to us means peeler. Yeah. So he's talking about the face peelers of in Peru. Yeah. And we're going to open up the free list pretty soon. So for those of you asking, well, it's not open just yet, but it will be opened up pretty soon. We'll have free questions and advice. All right. So pretty soon.
You can open it up now if you'd like.
Okay.
Um, while we kind of wrap it up here.
Okay. You guys,
Um,
so you heard him. The free list is now opened up. So, Linksy, if you don't mind, anybody that would like to have a free yes, no, maybe, or general tarot reading from me, and then advice from Daniel after, we're doing that. So, just ask to be added to the list. And then, no need to post your question until I call your name. All right. And you'll automatically get that advice from Daniel. If you don't want it, just let us know. All right. And thank you. All right.
um, the thing is what makes this so compelling, everything that we're learning now about all of the events that have been happening, both the previous and current ones, um, is that they're happening everywhere. Everyone is seeing them. Everyone is getting reports of these things, and not just civilian reports, military reports. So there's even one that, in Russia, that's a military report of people being attacked by these creatures. I guess um, they saw a UFO in the sky and hit it with an RPG or a rocket or a missile of some kind. Somebody fired at this thing, and it shot it down. And these creatures came out, and I guess they all of a sudden gathered together and turned into this really bright light. And it must be some type of technology they have. And this light, everything it touched that was organic matter was turned into limestone. And
You talking about? I'm sorry. I think my mind just went in and out for just a second. You talking? You talking about these same predator-like creatures, right?
these
They
the
touched people
this
and it turned them into limestone.
this story that I'm talking about is from Russia, out in
Okay, okay.
Siberia.
I'm sorry. Okay. Like I said, my
Um,
mind, I don't know, it just went away for a minute. Now it's back.
it's a hands-on account of two soldiers that were the only two survivors of an entire encampment out in Siberia. That's where how it happened.
So this is okay. Siberia.
Hmm. So it's happening everywhere.
So it's not
Um,
just Peru.
not just Peru, not just America, not just Australia or Mexico either. It's everywhere. They're all over the world.
Yeah, and Sophie Abba, what she's saying too, that we were talking about that earlier about that lady on the airplane. Yeah, we talked about her too for a minute. But yeah, I know I believe that she really believed it. So whether it was true or not, I believe she really believed it though. I don't believe she was playing or anything. You could tell she was serious. But I don't know why I tend to believe her.
I mean, would any of us act any differently in that situation? And if it was real, would I don't know if I could act any differently. I'd probably
Would you
be
have thought that?
hysterical
Do you
too.
think, if you were on that plane with her, you see all those people just sat down and like, oh, shit, this lady's crazy. I would have thought about like, all back. They always think people's crazy that can see stuff. They always call people crazy that can really see through people or see others, and they think they're crazy. They're crazy. Well, I started to think all the people that they think is crazy is really seeing shit that we're just not seeing. I think they really are seeing stuff. I don't think they're crazy. A lot of them, but
Yeah, a lot of them.
a lot not me. No, we got some crazies. Okay, but you know,
Yeah,
not all.
and we have people that make fake stuff too.
That what?
So, they make fake stuff. There are people out there who do that too,
Yeah,
trying to gain some attention.
yeah.
But I don't know. If an entire country is you know taking it seriously, that there's something really strange going on in San Antonio, Peru. I I don't see why we should ignore it.
I
Even if
agree.
these things are human,
Yeah.
this is still something that we don't know about. They have access to some sort of technologies that we don't have access to, and they're preying upon people, whatever and whoever they are.
Is there anything else wrong that they find? Like, their blood wasn't gone, right? Just like those animals with the back in the farms, and they find the animal with the blood was all drained
Yeah,
out. But
yeah, the
but
calorie
same
mutilation.
same thing. So with the
Hmm.
humans, they're removing the face. Is there anything else that's going on that you've heard, or is just they're taking their face?
That's pretty much all I've heard, really. I do know that this is happening a lot, and I do know that this girl, that 15-year-old girl that you looked up earlier, is one of the most recent victims, and she is one of the very few who have escaped from those creatures' grasp. It's it's scary to think that they're pretty much our neighbor in a way. You
Wait,
know,
who's our
the
neighbor?
well, Peru, South America.
Oh,
South America is our neighbor. They're a lot closer to me than you, but um, if we're talking about some sort of creatures that have access to technology greater than ours, beyond our scope of comprehension, who's to say they couldn't just hop a continent, maybe go onto the other side of the world, do anything they want to at their own whim with no restriction? That's the scary part.
I'm sorry, S. I'm removing all that in the chat because I've said it before. I don't want any type of scripture and all that in there because a lot of people don't like that. I don't really care. I don't care either way. The only reason I'm removing it is because I don't want somebody to come on here and I don't know if there's scripture what you're putting. It looks like scripture you're putting in. I'm removing because I don't want it there. That's why I'm removing it. Okay, just letting you know. Okay. So don't do that because I know you did before. I just rather it not be in there. Especially, if somebody comes to the channel, it could scare them off if they're not, so a lot of people they don't want to see that. So
It kind of looks. I don't think that's biblical scripture. It does look like
okay.
scripture though.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of scripture it is, but I'm just taking it out
Probably.
just because if it makes me feel a little funny, a little bit, it's gonna make others feel that way too sometimes. So I don't know. I just don't care for it in there. I don't know. I don't really know exactly why, but I think it does make people feel just a little uncomfortable. It can. It can. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to just refill this water real quickly. And so let Daniel speaketh. You speaketh.
um, so I hope you guys enjoyed the talk we had just now. Did it's really interesting to find out that we really aren't alone here, after all, and we're about to start seeing events unfold that have never happened before in our recent history, and I don't know what's to come, and I don't know if it's going to come to a good conclusion or not. All I know is that there are people out there who, within their own experiences, are being attacked and harassed by beings that we have never seen before in the public eye, except through maybe movies and man-made hoaxes. And it's it's something that you would only see or think of seeing from some sort of mythos, like the Greeks or even the Romans, the Egyptians. The, it's almost like they came to life from these old mythologies, and they're back to wreak havoc. I don't know what to say. I I I I had hope. I had hopes that they would be benevolent if they existed, and they seem to exist, and they seem to not be. They seem to be malevolent instead. So, um, pretty wild. Stay tuned. I think there's more to more to it than what I shared with you tonight, and we're going to start to see what these things really are and what they really want, because they want something from us. We just don't know what it is.
And S, what do you mean I will miss you, Jay? Okay. Well, if you don't want to stay, that's okay. Um, but yeah, I'm not saying that you have to go. but I'm just saying I was removing what you were putting in the chat. But okay, um, your choice. That was actually interesting what you chose. To talk about. Well, of course it's all interesting, but you're like, of course it's interesting. What do you mean? But but I like that because it's just weird how I saw something on that, the what you're talking about, and I just didn't even know what it was, and just whatever, just something else because you see all kind of crazy videos all the time. So know what's real, what's not.
Yeah,
But now that I know this, I'm like, well, damn, you know, hmm, just makes you think a little bit differently.
really does.
Oh, S, I'm not gonna block you. I'm not gonna block you. I was just removing the stuff in the chat. I'm not gonna block you though. I mean, if you continue doing it and you're doing it all the time, then I mean, maybe, but I don't plan on that. No. Yeah, don't worry. I don't block people unless they're just being a-holes. Then that's different. But yeah, well, thank you, Daniel, for talking about that. And I forgot to say thank you for being here in the beginning. So thank you for being here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys
And
don't
you're
forget
welcome.
his channel is Surveying BTS. Don't forget to check him out, you guys. Go see. He has videos up of what he does and everything. Who knows? You might see some. I was gonna say Dracula vampire, and I don't know why I was gonna say that. I have no idea where that. Somebody in the chat said something about Dracula or something, and I think it was in my head. But I was gonna say you go see some Draculas on his page. Watch, all of a sudden you get a bunch of people coming over to see what your page is about. I'm just playing, you guys, but go check them out. And Linksy is here. Thank you, Linksy, for doing the list. Thank you. I appreciate it. Her other channel is A's Tarot Readings, you guys. She is a tarot reader also. So don't forget to check her out, you guys. Moonlight, hello. Let's see. And Beatrice, hello, if I didn't say so already. I think I did, but she said it's interesting. Yeah, it is. So Beatrice agrees. Good. The movie Us. You know what? I didn't watch all of that. Wait, Us. Which one is the one Us? Is that the one where they had like people that look just like them?
I
Because
haven't
if it
seen
is,
I haven't seen that.
I think that's one where they had the other people, like a whole nother family looked just like them, was messing with them or something. I never watched the whole movie. If that's it, it is that movie. That's what I thought. Yeah, it was freaky. And if movies, you know what? Nothing scares me, and I don't know why, but I don't have fears of this. I don't in the movies. They're not scary to me. I don't. I'm like, oh, I'm like, that's stupid. I don't know why. I just. But that one I watched part of, and I didn't finish it. I totally forgot. Not. I've forgotten about finishing. I don't know why. But now I'm gonna remember to finish it. Thank you. But yeah, that one was a little weird. I was like, the way they were acting, I'm like, it's just weird. It doesn't scare me. It was weirding me out. Like who thinks of doing a movie like this? What was why I got a little like that's weird. But sometimes you watch these movies and you think, who is thinking this shit? You know? CK, hello. Anyways, if anybody would like to donate, let us know. I do have Daniel's links pinned at the top of the chat. They are also in the description box, along with the link to his channel also is also in the description box, you guys. So if you care to donate or go check his channel out, it's right there for you, right? And let me know if you do donate for any readings. I do have different donation readings right in the description box. If you want messages from your person or a mini reading or detailed question, just let us know. All right. Okay, up first is going to be S. All right, S, you're up first. Thank you, Linksy. What do you want to talk about next week? Do you already have something in mind, or you don't know yet?
I don't really have anything pinpointed as of yet. I mean, I could look up more stories of like strange happenings and even possible, alien encounters and stuff like that if you'd like. And I could try to keep up with this story that I talked tonight about the face peelers. So
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, because I mean, like I said, if the whole damn country taking it seriously, it's not. It does. It does something. It's
yeah,
not just nothing, right? So yeah, it's really interesting. But heard like the whole damn house cracked. What was that? Anyways, all right, let's see. And you want a general. All right, S. And tonight is a free general or yes, no, maybe. And you get advice from Daniel. If you do not want the advice from Daniel, let us know. All right. If you don't want it, let us know. All right, S. And if you guys wouldn't mind giving this a like, I'd very much appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm not Jesus. All right, I'm not Jesus. I'm Jill. I mean, I've been nicknamed Jill Zus, which is why I changed my channel name. But all right. The reason I say that all the time, I know you guys are going to get so tired of me repeating that, because a lot of people say, what is Jill Zus? What does that mean? And so that's why every day I say that, so to let people know. All right, let's see. I don't know if this is like something new. Are you learning something new? I'm trying to figure out if this is like training or learning something new, or if it's conflicts and being conflicted and maybe arguing. So I'm trying to figure out which one it is, but I think I'm going to go more with like maybe learning something new, because that's what it looks like. Because this could possibly, well, yeah, this could actually be like pursuing something new. So to me, it could be promotion, it could be a scholarship, but whatever it is about, it does look like good news. It's usually good news about money or work or something like that. Um, so if you are at all are wondering about that, it looks good. I just want one more real quick. Yeah, and this is saying to stay focused and to plan for success. So very nice for you. All right, Sir Daniel.
all I really have to say is just to accept it humbly and enjoy it while it's there. Don't let it get to your head. Uh, when you do that, it kind of puts up a blockage or resistance towards what it is that you're receiving. So just allow yourself to go with the flow. I know it's easier said than done, but if you can accomplish that, just going with the flow of life, um, you'll be able to enjoy what's coming for you and uh, leave room for more. Okay, so that's what I got for you there, S. Um, thanks for coming and thanks for listening to our podcast.
All right, sweetest girl, you are up next. Thank you, Linksy. And you're welcome, S. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you, Beatrice. Will Gigi Torres and I become close friends? And yes, let's see. And S said, thank you. I don't know if you can see the chat, right? Yeah, I think you can see it. Sorry.
Yeah, it does give the ability to see the chat here in the website that we're using for StreamYard.
Okay. Okay. Well, Gigi, okay, Taurus and I become close friends. Sweetest girl. This is a yes. It's all yeses that come out. And it's actually come out too with like being perfect for each other. This could be perfect for each other's in a perfect match, or if it's just friends, this could say that you guys, to me, is it's like liking each other just equally. Like just perfect match as friends or lovers, whatever it is. And yeah, you're getting yeses here. This too. Somebody, I don't know. There's just a bit of an energy. Somebody's just a bit. I don't know if it's on and off, hot and cold type or what, but That could even be passion. But yes. And then Sir Daniel.
Um, it's nice to have good friends. Uh, just bear in mind that you are the top 5 people you hang out with. So whatever it is that they do, you will do too. And the same goes for them. You become like mirrors for each other and reflect certain things that you like about each other back to each other. Okay, that's why having friends that party all the time leads you to partying all the time, and that's why when you have friends that don't do that, instead put their time and efforts into something creative like art, music, or even something constructive like auto mechanics or anything like that, you'll end up doing that instead. So you have to be careful with who you bring into your life. Um, so keep a second mind and be watchful, mindful of the things that they do. And if they produce good fruit on their tree, and it's not fake fruit, it's not rotten, then you will produce good fruit too. Okay? So that's all the advice I really have for you on this one. It's nice to have good friends and people you can count on. So I am happy for you, and I hope they become really uh, excuse me, a really good friend for you, really supportive, and that you guys communicate well.
Sophiaba, they're gonna have a UFO festival where you live. You are? Oh wow. Huh. It's weird that it's just now all this UFO stuff is the government is like just now. This should have been going on years ago. Where they should have stopped trying to hide this years ago. I don't know. I wonder why now they're deciding. Okay, just let some of it come out. I wonder why now. And
Uh,
and then at the same time, all this is going on in Peru, and things are going on. You said over in wherever,
yeah,
uh, I was gonna Siberia, wherever, But like, man, wonder why now.
I can actually figure that one out.
What do
um,
you think?
I was looking at stuff earlier today. I couldn't
Don't tell me
pour
because the
any
president.
effort into learning
Don't tell me. Is it because you think the president is alien,
it.
and that's why? And he's saying, "Damn, it's about time. Let's let our people show."
I
Shoot.
mean, you never know.
Hey, Mm. But what do you think? I'm sorry.
I from what I heard on what I was looking at earlier today, the U.S. government stopped taking it seriously and was focusing their efforts in other aspects of the world. Um, there's actually a story of Project Blue Book, I believe they call it, and they abandoned that. And it was a program that they had installed to have people investigate UFOs and aliens and stuff. So who knows? Until I get more information on that, I can't really share much more. But there are reasons why that it took so long. And that's one of them.
Hmm. Hmm. And sweetest girl, you are welcome. Really, Sophia? But ever since he moved there, I don't not believe it. I mean, I believe it. Yeah, that makes sense to me. He's probably a damn alien. Elon Musk is an alien. I don't care. I don't care what anybody else says. He's an alien. All right. So Hitesh, I hadn't called you yet, but I see you posted your question. So let me go ahead and take you. When the healing from black magic is done, am I meeting the love of my life later? Is it a past person I had feelings for? Sophiaba, you're up next. You guys, I said I'm going to start ignoring you that ask more than one question for free. You know it's one question for free. Now, come on. Come on now. I've been saying those that ask more than one question, I'm going to skip it and go to the next person. I'm going to go ahead and take you, Hitesh. When the healing is done, and you're going to meet the love of your life. Let's look at that real quick. But I'm just letting you guys know from now on, I'm keep saying it. The ones that ask more than one question, that's greedy. I don't like greedy. I already give free questions every time. I give free questions. So if you want a second question, you can donate for that. All right.
Where are you from, Rita?
Yeah, I just saw what she said. In her country, no one talks about UFOs. They don't? Yeah, where are you? You must be. I was gonna see you somewhere in Asia or something because, but then again, like, well, not really true. Because anyway, where are you?
It's obviously a Spanish-speaking country, I believe, because she was doing some translations for us earlier.
This is yeah. You're right. Okay, sorry. Let me see. Hitesh. All right. I'm going to say yes because you have three yeses here, and it shows actually something finally coming through, and it could be like this is showing emotional happiness. I mean, this looks really nice. Let me show you. I hope I'm holding them close enough. She's just so delayed. I haven't even seen one card up yet. Hurry up. It's caught up. It says it's live. There we go. Okay, so you can see them. All right, and Sir Daniel.
Um, I'm going to be speaking mostly on that black magic you're talking about. There is a rule in voodoo. Okay, the rule is it doesn't work if you don't believe in it. Okay. That being said, if you don't give it power, then it holds no power over you. You are more powerful than any sort of spell anyone can cast upon you, even the ones you don't know about. And the key is that you believe that it holds no power over you. And a good way to, do that is to believe it doesn't exist at all. But we know that it does. So, despite that, you got to keep in mind that you are more powerful than it ever will be. You are allowing it to happen if it's happening to you. Okay? So take your power back and you should start to see things clear up for you. All right? That's what I've got for you there, Nitesh. Um, thanks for coming and thanks for listening to our stories earlier today. And I hope that helps you. Oh, Rita. Yeah, okay. You were speaking Portuguese. Okay. Similar, yeah. I remember that from my high school classes. The teachers would tell us that it was similar but different. Um, I was taking Spanish in high school, and they were telling us, all kinds of different things about how different dialects work in different areas and which Spanish-speaking countries there were. Um, and they did mention Portugal and Portuguese and how it was similar, and how Italian is similar too. But either way, interesting. It's interesting that you're from Portugal. What Pretty cool how we're talking to people across the world, huh, Jill?
Yeah. Wow. Very nice, Rita. Very nice. But really, no one talks about it. I wonder why. Why are they, I like, why don't they? Hmm. I would think that this would be talked about all around the world. because it has been, people have seen them all around the world. So I would think that everybody would be, have some talk about it. Huh.
Where's Portugal again? Is that South America? I believe it is. Or is it
Okay,
Europe?
wait. No, come in terms of the people randomly would tell us
No, I believe it is South America. Well, if that's the case, that's pretty interesting because in Brazil they have a lot of stories there too. Similar stories to the one I was talking about earlier.
Oh, sorry. I was reading through what they were saying, but through the chat. But you said Brazil has what? I'm sorry.
Story. Brazil has their own stories too.
Brazil.
Yeah, they're a
I would like
neighboring
to see
country.
Brazil.
They're pretty much a neighboring country of Peru. If I'm correct on that.
Shoot, man, I don't even remember if it is or isn't. Ouch.
Well, the
I
Amazon
used
runs
to
right
know.
through it.
I used to know, but I used to be good with like the maps and the United in where. But shit, I'm
Yeah,
done for now.
I've, I've been slacking on my geography too, Joe.
Yep, I'm forgetting now. Okay, Sophie Abba, you said, "Is my manifestation working regarding cancer?" And I, no advice. All right, thanks. Not unless you want to, but no advice for now. All right. 7 says it's in Europe. Peru must talk about aliens. Yeah, especially now. But many countries thought that Portugal was Spain.
777 said Portugal's in Europe.
Yeah, I know that's weird. Not weird. I mean, I kind of, if I I forget myself, but I would think more Spain than I would. I don't know. Well, anyways, but Europe. All right. Wow. All right. Let's see. Sophia, is my manifestation working regarding cancer and eye? So okay, let me say this. So you have 2 yeses and 1 no, right? Which, if you're looking at just yes no's, it would say yes. But at the same time, it looks to me, I don't know if this would make sense. Let me just say real quick. It could almost be like, it looks like something ending in a new beginning. So if that makes sense to you, I hope that if it doesn't, then just take it as a yes for your answer. But it looks, it's showing something ending that would lead to like new opportunities, or could even be the end of addiction. But I don't know what it is, whatever this is about. But I'm gonna give this more of a yes. I'll show you. And Transformers filmed in Peru. Oh, I think I remember that. All right, and Sudan. Oh, excuse me. She didn't want advice. All right. Linksy, you are up next, Linksy. Excuse my voice.
Sophie can ask me for advice later. She has me on Facebook.
Azores. Where's Azores? Portugal. Well, Portugal. Azores. Huh. I like the sound of that. I don't know why. All right. Okay, good, Sophia. Good, good, good. All right, link C. Will I ever find a scholarship this year so I can get a psychology degree? And advice from Daniel. All right. All right. Will I ever find a scholarship this year so I can get a psychology degree? Hey, Daniel. I don't know if you know I went live earlier today. Just to give some quick love messages to each zodiac sign. So if you
Okay.
didn't know that, you might want to check it out. It's all 4 different love oracle decks, and there's a new one that I have. I know I showed you one, but another new one. I have a couple new ones. So, anyways, I have in case you're interested. All right.
Sounds to me like there's a message for me there.
Oh, I don't know if there is or isn't. I'm just saying because sometimes you get messages and stuff from your person and stuff like that. So I just thought I'd let you know. And anybody else that didn't know, I went live earlier today, just under an hour, and just did all signs and love messages. Yeah. All right. Let's
All
see.
right.
This is saying don't give up, keep going, don't stop, don't quit, all that kind of stuff to me. Yeah, this could be feeling down because maybe there's been no's or you're not getting anywhere or whatever it is. But remember, just because you've gotten some no's doesn't mean there's going to be some over here. You see these full cups over here, some yeses to come, type thing. Do not get discouraged. This is saying keep on going. You could be stressed out or whatever, but keep going with this card. Don't stop. And if you do that, guess what? Yes, you will. This right here is telling you to stay focused and plan for success. Right here. Right here. Right here. This is all about determination too. So stay determined, stay focused, keep going. Yes, you will find something. It may not be what I want to say that sometimes it may not always be what you think you wanted to. So just keep an open mind. I'm not saying it's going to be something different, but I just feel like saying keep an open mind. All right. And then Sir Daniel.
Um, while you're waiting and putting in your applications and everything for the colleges that you want to go to, you can do your own research. And I would suggest getting some books from Carl Jung, uh, Carljung. Carl Jung. He's a famous psychologist or philosopher. Um, he expanded the works of Sigmund Freud and is one of the current, um, you know, old time psychologists that you will be learning about in school anyway. So they base a lot of current day's work in psychology off of his work. So I would strongly suggest if that's what the field that you want to be involved in to do preliminary research and read some of his books. So and another thing too is I learned that he talked a little bit about manifestation, maybe not in those words, but he did talk about it. And so I know that manifestation is something that interests you, and um, he happens to be someone who talked about it. So uh, that's kind of a three birds, one stone, if you will. I think that will really interest you, and I highly suggest it. So that's all I've got for you, Linksy. Just keep at it. When it comes to to applying for colleges, what the I don't know if you go fishing or if anyone here does, but the idea is to can stay out there and keep casting that line and reeling it in until you get something. Don't give up in the middle of it and walk away, and don't just leave your line out there. Cast it out, reel it in, cast it out, and keep repeating until you get something. you're going to catch something if you keep doing that eventually. Okay, that's that's pretty much it for you. I hope that helps you and eases your mind a little bit too.
Yeah, she knows about Carl Jung. She said she learned about him in psychology class and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. All right, cool. Let's see. 7777. You are up next. Oh, okay, you already posted. Would you all be okay? Let's see. Does my friend not really since we aren't talking like me? Okay, so does your friend like you? All right. Yes. Did I show the cards to Linksy or to whoever? Yeah, yeah, I did. All right, let's see. Does my friend like me? Okay, so does the person like you? So I'm getting a no. Because you got two no's and one yes, which comes up to be a no. And it looks like it could be, though. I don't know if it's like necessarily a no because it's no. I think it's because it's almost like them self-sabotaging or their own self-defeating energy type thing. Could be because there's the feeling of like somebody who's not paying attention or somebody who's maybe distracted or bored, or maybe it's even insecurities and doubts type thing coming through. But I'm gonna give us a no answer. And then Sir Daniel is up.
Um, don't let that dishearten you or discourage you. You know that there's always going to be someone out there who's going to be a match for you. We're all a match for someone, and so long as we concentrate on the idea of being a good match for someone else, a good partner for someone else, we will eventually find someone who meets those standards too, and they will treat you right so long as you treat them right too. Okay, so don't don't worry too much about it. Uh, we don't control who we're attracted to. We don't control when it happens. So we just have to live life with the flow. Okay. As far as this friend is concerned, um, my question to you is: do you put in effort and see nothing in return? Like, do you happen to try to text them or call them? I know people don't like being called, but calling really is a better way than texting. Yeah, sorry, it's the truth. Um, but if you're putting in effort and you're not seeing anything in return, I would suggest rethinking about this person. You may like them, and they may like you too, but if you're not seeing any consistent effort in them choosing you, it's not worth it. They're not the right person. Maybe they will be one day, or maybe they were in the past, but right now they aren't. So continue your search, okay? And if it just so happens that you know you aren't saying anything at all, then my suggestion to you, say if you haven't talked in a year or half a year, is to reach out to them. But only so long that's only good so long as what I described earlier about them pretty much ignoring you didn't happen first. So if you guys just kind of fell out of contact and you weren't being ignored before you stopped, then just reach out and see what happens. But, the same thing I was talking about with Linksy about the colleges. You can't catch any fish if your line isn't in the water. And you can't grow a tree or some food if you didn't plant the seed. Okay, and if the seed's planted, leave it alone. It'll sprout eventually. That's all I've got for you. 7777, and I hope that helps.
Hello, Say. How are you? All right, up next is Melody. All right, Melody, you're up next. And depending on your time, should we go ahead and close the free list, Daniel?
Um, if you would like, I don't know how much longer I can stay on for, but
Okay.
I'm going to try to ride it out as long as I can.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering. I wasn't sure how long you were going to be staying on, but um,
I'm
if
just,
we
I'm
can,
just
hey, after Say, hey, Linksy, after Say, if we can go ahead and close the free list, and it'll be donations only after Say, please, and thank you, Linksy. I'm sorry.
I was just saying I'm just thankful I haven't been kicked yet.
Yes, yes. We don't even, that's one thing. We forget to be grateful for things until it acts up. I was like,
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that. I didn't, and you're right. Thank you. I'm grateful that everything was working. That's
yeah,
nice.
not even a single hiccup.
Yes, that's nice. You shouldn't have said shit. No,
Well, you know,
because what? No, but uh, that's funny. All right, Melody. Did Melody come say anything? I don't see anything. You've been doing pretty good. Oh, I see that you're answering Sarah, but I was wondering too. All right. So, Beatrice. All right, Beatrice, you are up next. If you guys don't mind giving us a like, I'd appreciate it very much. And don't forget to check out Daniel's channel, which is Surveying BTS. You guys go check him out. He's a land surveyor. If you don't know what that is, go check him out. He shows you. And then don't forget Linksy. Her other channel is A's Tarot Readings. You guys check her out, especially if you're looking for another tarot reader. Go check her out. You'll like her. I think you'll like her. All right, Beatrice. I don't see anything from you either. What happened was we all fell asleep. Y'all fall asleep? Y'all behind on the. Make sure you guys are caught up live, please. Sarah C. All right, Pebbles. I'll call for you. And thank you, Linksy, for putting that in there. General and advice. All right. The pebbles. Let's see. Okay. So I was just like looking at nothing for just a second. I don't know why every once in a while, I don't know. I'm sure it happens to everybody. If it doesn't, well, then I'm just different. But every once in a while, like sometimes I'll look, sometimes just, you get just totally nothing. And then sometimes it just takes a second. Then, okay, here we go. Let's see. Unless that's how you are, like right now. Are you kind of blocking things out, or are you not paying attention maybe to something, or are you in La La Land or something? Because that's almost like the feeling I was getting there for a moment, and I just wasn't even paying attention. I don't even know what cards are here because I wasn't paying attention, even though I'm looking at it. If that even makes sense. Okay, so now so I think there's some positive changes coming. I don't know if there's been some disappointing news or delayed news or something like that, but I feel like there's some type of positive changes coming in for you. And got Aquarius and Sagittarius energy coming through. This could be, to me, possibly after having some type of little bit of disappointing news, maybe something good comes in. And that's what it feels like looking at the cards for you. And it talks about everything in moderation. So it talks about patience, maybe saying you've been patient, or it's telling you to be patient because like the good is coming type thing. There's good coming in type. That's what it looks like to me, is the message for you. All right, and Sir Daniel.
There's nothing more torturous and delightful than anticipation. Um, if you're waiting on something and you just don't let it frustrate you when you don't see anything happening. Okay, things happen behind the scenes all the time, and they tend to work themselves out sometimes too. Sometimes it requires a little effort on our part, but you'll know that when it's time to do so. Otherwise, you just have to let it sit. Let, you got to let the stew boil for a little while, so to speak, right? You have already added all the ingredients, but you still got to wait for it to cook. Or, maybe you're baking a cake. You take the cake out too soon, it's not going to be good cake. Okay? So just allow it to bake, allow it to cook. And the beautiful thing about anticipation is the release that you feel when it's done, when it finally has arrived. So look forward to that. Look forward to the good feeling you're about to have. Okay? Don't dwell on the feeling you have now. That's all I've got for you, Sarah. I hope that helps you. And thank you for coming. And Jill, I have to go refill my drink. I will be right back.
Okay. And Rita T, that's up to Mizrak. Mizrak, you're up, but Rita T wants to know if they can go ahead of you because it's late for them. So that is totally up to Mizrak. And if Mizrak isn't here, then you would be going next. But Beatrice, you missed your turn. And we closed the free list. But this one time, I can add you back to the free list if you want to, but it has to go to the end of the list because we called you, we waited on you, and you didn't answer. So I'm not sure. So you missed your turn, but you can be added back one time if you want to be. But usually if the free list is closed, I usually don't. But I'm just letting you know I will this time if you want. But you got to just ask to be added back, and then Linksy will know to add you back. You're welcome, Pebbles. Thank you. So Ms. Rack is not, I don't see answering or saying anything. So Rita, okay. Ms. Rack, okay, it said general. So let's go ahead and give Ms. Rack a general. So Rita, I didn't answer you yet for you to post your question. So let's go ahead. Ms. Rack answered general. So let's give Ms. Rack a general. So then you will be up after. So Rita, you will be up after Ms. Rack. All right. All righty. This could be recognition for either a job well done, or it could be getting a job, or this could be going and getting counseling. Or it's weird because I want to say it feels like a job well done and celebrating or something. That's what it feels like looking at it. That it could be getting a pay raise, getting a job type thing. This can also be talking about stuff to me. So I don't know if it's something like that, or if it's just saying good fortune, happiness, good news, but could be that too. But I would say make a wish. I'm looking at this card. I say with this, make a wish. All right. And then Sir Daniel. Oh wait. Yep, Sir Daniel. She didn't say no, so Sir Daniel.
Sorry, I'm going to need a slight review on that.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it feels like a job well done and celebrating or something. It feels like good fortune, or it feels like maybe it could even be something like you've worked hard and now it's time for you to celebrate things. But I get like a job well done and then celebrating because it's showing up with like this good fortune. It's to me, it's showing up with I don't know if it's wish card is make a wish. Wishes come true, so make a wish, Ms. Rack.
Um, I don't have much to say on that other than to just enjoy what's going to come for you. Your hard work will be paid off. There's always a reward for every risk you take. So take the risk. Don't be afraid to. Um, the that there is a saying, and there's usually a negative connotation to it, but the saying is no good deed goes unpunished, and it's true, but not in the way that you think. You're not necessarily going to be punished. Sometimes, yes, it feels like it's a punishment, but what it really means is there's always a consequence to every action, choice, or thought you take or make. There always will be, good or bad, and it depends on what you do. So if you feel like you made a right choice for yourself, or you made the right choice and some for someone else, then the likely outcome is you're going to get a good consequence out of it. So that's pretty much all I've got for you there. Um, I hope that helps you, and um, take the risk if you haven't already. You'll see a reward at the end of it. All right.
All right, so Rita T, you are up next, and you say, "Does S miss me?" All right, Rita T, let's see. Make sure everybody that you are caught up live. Okay, so when I call your name, that you can answer. Because if you're not caught up live and I call your name and I wait and wait, well, I'm gonna move to the next person. You're gonna miss your turn. So make sure you guys are caught up live, please.
That's not the only time I've seen someone say there's a delay.
Oops.
I just had there's a friend that was actually watching this stream that just texted me and said that there's a delay on her end too.
Yeah, I don't know why, but hmm.
I wouldn't have said anything, but uh, it
So,
just happened, and I
so
just saw it in the comments too.
okay. So maybe then it's a lot of people. Make sure you guys are you caught up like Beatrice, are you caught up live? Do you know if you're caught up live? And I don't you may not if you're not caught up live, then you won't even hear this till later. But like that, maybe it's just delayed, like you're saying then. Huh. I don't know though which one it is, you know. But all right. Does S miss me? Did I already answer? Let's see, does S miss me? I get a yes looking at this. I feel like I don't know if they're feeling like left out. I feel like this is a feeling of someone who's feeling left out of something. So maybe they miss you, they feel left out. And it could be like missing the good times or thinking about the good times. That's kind of what I get, the feeling I get. So I'm going to give you a yes looking at this. Tay, hello, Tay. Oh, Beatrice, it is delayed for you. That delayed? Okay. Okay. So then Well, I didn't ask. Usually, if you miss your turn, you get added back, but you're saying it was that delayed. So let me go ahead and take Beatrice. All right. So, Shania, you'll be up after Beatrice. So, Beatrice, I'm going to take you. Usually, but I don't know if it was delayed like that, or if it was, I don't know, behind. But any good news? Oh, so it's a yes, no, or a quick general. And then general is just whatever comes out. So when you say like any good news, do you want just give you a general, just see whatever comes out? I'm not going to specifically ask what is a good. I just whatever comes out is what a general. So I can do that for you. Must be what you want. So let's see. Because if you're that delayed, it's going to take like 5 minutes for for an answer. Let's see. All right. This shows a lot of inner strength here. Very nice. Now this could also say you won't need that inner strength for something. You know what I mean? It could, but I feel like there's forgiveness that needs to be done. There's something also here coming up. I do want to say to be open and honest. Make sure you're being open and honest. And if forgiveness needs to be done, make sure you forgive somebody because it makes you feel better. It lifts a load off of you. You're not carrying around that baggage and all that anymore. And if you need to forgive yourself, same. Forgive yourself for something. We're here to learn and grow and evolve. We're supposed to make mistakes. So whatever this is about, we're all supposed to make mistakes and learn. So forgive if you need to. And then here's the cards, if I didn't show them. And then Sir Daniel.
If Rita is still here, I have advice for her as well. Um, as far as like with someone missing you, you're gonna have to let that happen. Okay, um, it's it's a natural process, and we all have to go through it. And it sounds like you're likely missing them too, and you're gonna have to let that happen too. Okay, um, if they miss you enough, they'll reach out. You can count on it. Okay, let it happen. If it's going to happen, you got to let it happen. You can't put any interference into it, and just keep in mind, unless it's your fault and you need to apologize, um, or unless you're the one who walked away and you need to come back. Basically, meaning unless you're the one who's responsible for why you guys are apart, then you have to let them come back to you. The rule applies for both of you. If you want it, you're going to go get it. All right? That's what I've got for you, Rita. For Beatrice, forgiveness is for you. It's not for someone else. Holding a grudge only poisons you. It literally, it's like drinking poison, thinking you're hurting someone else. You're not really hurting them. Not really. Sure, they might feel remorse. That is one way that you're holding a grudge against someone can affect them, but um, it's hurting you more in the end. And if you have to forgive someone, try doing it without an apology. I know it sounds weird, and it's something that you don't want to do. But if you can do that, that takes a really strong person, a really confident, strong character to do that and be okay with it. And it'll help you. It'll help heal you, whatever sort of trauma happened between the two of you. But you also have to remember, you're not just needing to forgive the other person, you also have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself for allowing things to happen, whether they happen to you or because of you. Either way, you have to forgive yourself for it and take the accountability. That's all I've got for you there, Beatrice. I hope you heal from it. It takes a long time, and usually the way that worked for me, was allowing myself to just sit there and feel everything I needed to feel and just let it flow so I could release it. So I wasn't harboring it, and it wasn't a chain that I had to drag around with me everywhere I went. All right. And thank you for joining us.
All right, Shania, you are up next. General. All righty. So I can't get out of my head that I'm cold from this air conditioner and it's bugging me. I need to cover it up and I cannot concentrate. I'm not complaining. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for it. So I'm not complaining about it. But it's
Yeah,
hard for me to concentrate because my feet are down here, they're cold because I'm in shorts, over here. My feet are cold and my legs are cold. And I'm like, sorry.
you were allowed to complain and be thankful at the same time.
I'm trying to do. Yeah. Okay. Because I'm trying not to be so damn frugal. And I mean, I have to be frugal because, it's not like, I'm a millionaire or something like that, but I have to be frugal, right? So I run the AC like only when needed. But these next 5 days are going to be like 90 or close to it. And I'm like, oh, and I know you guys, it's not bad for you, but that's hot. That's hot. And so I'm like, maybe I should just keep the AC on at the certain temp and let it just run instead of me going downstairs and turn on and off, on and off. And when, because I know that's not good to do either, they say. Do you happen to know, Daniel? I wanted to ask you, but I was going to give Shania her general reading real quick. But I was going to ask you, and I think it's probably better just to keep it on for a while, right?
Keep it what?
To keep it on, like just keep it on and let it go at be just keep it going.
Um, I the way I think of it is it's like an old fan that you've left on for years. It runs perfect. When you turn it off one day, or someone else does, and you come back and you're like, "Why is that off?" And you go to turn it back on, and it starts running like crap. It, like things like that are real. They do happen. So I don't know. It's up to you. Do you believe in the philosophy of turning it on and off saves energy, or do you believe in the philosophy that leaving it on is no is it's so negligible of a difference that it doesn't even matter? Like, what do you believe? And just do it. That's all. That's kind of the way I think of it. You know.
Yeah, I thought, let me, because I turned it on today and I'm like, let me just keep it on at least for a couple days without going and messing and getting OCD and turning it off and on and off and on, because then I have to close all the windows, open the windows, close the window. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, why don't I just keep it on? Why am I, I feel like it'll save money if I do it on and off myself, but
Yeah.
I hear that it doesn't necessarily, because it takes more energy then for it to cool the house down because the house done got too hot. But if I would have left it on, it's less energy up, it's taking to cool it because it's kept at that certain. So I'm like, I'm just gonna try it and see. But anyways, no one cares. Let me go. I'm sorry, Shania. It is bugging me and my feet was cold. I'm sorry. But I'm thankful. Okay,
I,
let's see.
I mean, down here in the South, like especially in Florida and probably in Arizona too, ACs run year round.
Yeah.
We leave them on, and it's especially a blessing lately because I learned this statistic today. Here in Florida, since 1950 up until the year of 2023, so through the year 2022, there have been 11 days where the heat index has been as high as it's been lately. But this year, with the heat index being above 100 degrees, it's been 48 straight days.
Yeah, that's no. That's I would have to
That
fly the hell out of there. No. But with AC or just stay inside, which I'm a homebody anyway, but stay inside and you got the AC, I guess it's not too bad. But
it's absolutely insane to think about because not only did it just break the record, it shattered it.
yeah. It is weird how it's hot everywhere like that. I don't anyway. Nagar, hello. And thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I like my shirt too. You guys know it has two Chinese dragons. It's a dragon on a t-shirt. This is very cool. I think. All right, Shania. I got your card. Shania, like, Dan, can you give me my cards? I'm sorry, Shania. Okay, so I say Gemini. Some might say Aquarius. Doesn't matter. Air sign energy is coming out. I don't know if you're not obsessing over one, but I don't know if you're stressing over one, maybe, or having anxiety over one, or losing sleep over one, or type thing, or not. But there's this energy of this king's energy. Somebody to me is just they might be in control of their life. They might be somebody who gets things done, but I feel like it's somebody who's emotionally unavailable. And I don't know if this is trying to tell you head over heart, mind over matter, or if it's saying that this person's that's how they are. Maybe. But I have a feeling that this is the universe telling you kind of like because of this. Let me show it again. The anxieties here, the stress, it could be unfound fear. And it would say, like find a way to let go of things. Try to refocus your thoughts if you can. Mind over matter, head over heart. So I think that's more the message. I don't think it has to do with this king here. I think it's maybe more of a message for you to say, hey, mind over matter, head over heart. All right. And Sir Daniel.
Um, Fear is one of the greatest thing, you know, tools in your tool belt that you can use to shatter your dreams. Guaranteed. Um, you don't want fear to rule your life. Um, and the best way to handle it is to face it because courage is not the absence of fear, it is the ability to face the things that seem that are daunting despite the fear you have anyway. Okay? It's not as bad as you think it is. Usually. Usually that is the case. The thing is our imaginations can make things out to be worse than they actually are. And usually the reason why that happens is because we are trying to prepare ourselves for the worst case scenario and also for the best case scenarios. It works both directions. But the thing is our imagination will make something out to be worse than it actually is. And when we find out what it actually is, it turns out it really wasn't that bad. Think of having to fold a mountain of laundry or sign a mountain of papers. Maybe you have to, take on some sort of like hike up a mountain that you've never done before, or you're going further than you ever thought. It's scary at first, but once you do it, it's not quite so scary anymore. Once it's gone, you know, it's it doesn't have that presence, right? So if you take if you take yourself, face that fear that you have of maybe things aren't going to work out, for example, and you have that courage within you, you're going to handle it a lot better than you think. Okay? That's all I've got for you there. Um, Unfounded fear is one of those things. It's kind of obscure. You don't really it's really hard to understand that concept. It's very abstract. So, but that I believe is the best way to handle it. Okay, and thank you for coming.
So, Nagar, I see you asked a question. I see no one's answering. I have moderators. People tell me I have too many moderators. I'm like, well, I don't, but a lot of times you guys don't answer, and I don't know why y'all don't answer if you moderators. But look, you said, may I pose my question? So the free list has closed. I have moderators that are supposed to be explaining this, but I'm doing it. So, but I give y'all free questions all the time. You want the free questions, you have to start answering people's questions here. Otherwise, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna take away some of that stuff. That's all mean, but I'm always having to answer myself. Well, what's going on here? No, so I'm sorry, the free list has closed. So if you'd like to donate, you're welcome to. But the free list has closed for the evening. All right, let me see. Moonlight, you are up next, Moonlight. Oh, you can have Daniel's link is right in the description box. I don't know if you're available to put it in or not, Daniel, but it's also in the description box right below this. And it says link to his channel, and you just click on it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have access to be able to post comments in the chat.
All right.
The other phone completely died. So
Yeah. So read it. It's right in the description box. And if one of the mods wants to grab Daniel's link, that'd be great and put it in the chat. That'd be great. If not, that's okay. I mean, it's right there. All right. Let me see. Moonlight, a general. All right. Okay. This is showing like having everything you want, and I want to say if you want what you want, make sure you consider next steps carefully, and make sure that you're going to be bold and take the initiative and go after what you want. That's what I feel like this is saying. It's almost like I think you know it though, because it comes out as like having this knowing of things. So I think that you know what to do, but maybe you just need someone to tell you to do it. I don't know, but feel like just telling you to be bold, go after what you want, take the initiative type thing. This could be some type of new adventure or something, new opportunity, new adventure, something here showing up. And it could be like reaching out to obtain your goals showing up here. Sorry. I know it's easier to show them by one by one. All right. And Sir Daniel.
it's always best to come up with a plan, setting it up with small goals, and making sure it's easy to reach those small goals to lead yourself up all the way to the top of that ladder of goals to the main goal that you're trying to achieve. Um, and the thing is it's very easy to become paralyzed with inaction by doing that. So try not to overthink the situation that you're in because it can lead to inaction. But don't jump the gun either. You have to find the right balance, right? All things need to be balanced in life. Everything in moderation, everything in balance, everything in harmony. But I'm just cautioning that's I just feel the need to caution you in overthinking, because it can lead to inaction too, and that has a funny way of just backfiring on us completely. um, so that's all I have to say about that. Um, Take the time to make your plan and set up your goals, but don't take too much time. There is, you can be late to opportunities. If you're not quick enough, they can leave. So be careful. That's all I've got for you there. I hope that helps you, and thanks for coming.
Alrighty. CK, I believe it's CK. Yeah, CK, you're up next. And I think they wanted Daniel's link to his channel, because the donation links are right here. They're right there. Just that blue bar at the very top. Just click on that blue bar, and that's his donation links is there with mine, right under mine there. But yeah, I think it's to his channel, which is right in the description. But if somebody wants to grab it and put it in there. You're welcome, Moonlight. Thank you. You guys don't mind giving us a like, and I appreciate it very much. Same with subscribing if you haven't. And same with to Daniel's channel. If you want to go check him out and subscribe, show some support, that'd be cool. And same with Linksy's other channel, which is A's Tarot Readings. You guys check them out. All right. Will the communication improve better for me, Siona, and Marquise this year for our relationship? Oh. So currently there's no communication at all. Period. Like nothing. All right. So you mean will it improve? You mean will it be any at all? If there's none, there's nothing. Will there be any? Let's see. All right. Let's see. Hmm. I was gonna be all nosy, be like, why not? But that's none of my business. Like you got the cards in your hand. Let's see. It sounded like I heard the noise, like when, like sometimes I'll hear it, sometimes I don't, but I just heard a noise like when a guest enters in and wants to come on. That's why I just heard the little noise and keep looking at the thing.
Like for the StreamYard.
Yeah, made a little pop noise. That usually means somebody wants on, but I don't see anybody. Okay, anyway. So this is, I'm looking at this. I'm going to lean toward a yes, but it's like for me, like a maybe, but I'm leaning it toward a yes. The reason is maybe because there's a card literally is somebody wondering if something would be worth it or not. Whether it's you wondering it, whether it's them wondering, whether it's both of you, I don't know. But so it's kind of hard to give a yes or no in a way, because one of the other cards would almost show to me somebody who the energy could be a little iffy. And so I don't know if it's somebody who's rushes into things, if that's you or if that's them, but I just want to say like to not rush into things. Just don't rush into things. I mean, this is a maybe, leaning toward a yes. Just take things a little slower or something like that. I just don't let your strong will cloud your judgment is what this is saying. So Daniel.
So, sometimes when when a man gets involved in something and it's really testing his resolve or his patience, or and he's really frustrated, um, sometimes he goes silent and he's trying to think about it. Is what he's trying to do, and go over it in his head. And typically, what you he doesn't know it, but if you were to bug him every once in a while, try to pick his thoughts, try to bring him out of that mode to get him to do something with you, for example. Um, like maybe here's one. I've done this before. You take a coloring book, rip out a page, rip it in half, and you each color one side of it. I've done that before. It's good activity. Gets you guys doing something together. You're creating something together in a way, and it opens up the possibility of communication happening. Okay, so that's that's a suggestion I have for you. Um, but I wanted to go just a little deeper and say that the question really is he the reason why you're not communicating, or are you not the reason why you're not communicating? That is important. That distinction is important to what it is that you need to do to get communicating again. Okay. Um, now I'm not saying cast the blame on somebody or that anybody needs to be blamed, but those of whom that are responsible for why you guys aren't communicating really does matter, because then this how you handle the situation changes. All right. If it's you, if you're refusing to communicate, then my suggestion would be to just allow yourself to open up to the idea of you know being more mindful of them and their feelings. Okay, and he should be mindful of yours as well. That is important for a healthy relationship. Both of you should be mindful of each other's feelings and of each other's thoughts. Okay, um, but the best way to handle it, no matter who is responsible for it, is to act like you guys are on the same team. Okay, um, if you have to have the conversation of hey, we're on the same team, then do it. Sometimes you actually have to do that. Okay, it's not because they're childish or and it's not immature of either of you to have the conversation, because you have to be on the same page. It's what communication's about. You have to talk to each other, right? And be on the same page. It has to be consistent, right? So if you have to have the conversation, don't think that it makes your relationship any less than any others, and don't think that it makes you or him any less of who you were in the beginning, or who you think you need to be. It doesn't devalue you. It can only help. All right, and acting like you're on the same team is even more important. Okay, having that thought in the back of your mind, we're on the same team, really does change the dynamic. And then, if you take it seriously, you will start to act that way, and things will get better. Communication will get better. Communication will become more frequent. Okay, so just keep that in mind and give it a try. All right, that's all I've got for you there. Just a couple of suggestions and a little bit of thinking for later, and I hope that helps.
All right. Dr. Riza or Riza. This is Dr. Riza. You are up next. All right, let's see. All right, Say, you're up next. Dr. Riza is not answering, so you're up next.
I kind of had a feeling they may not be here.
Oh yeah, is that your friend or?
No, um, it's just they were late on the list, and it does take a while to get down to the bottom of that list, right? So
Yeah. So let's see if Say is still here. And if not, then we're going to move to the moderators. And if anybody wants to donate, you can still donate to either Daniel or myself. His donation links are pinned at the top of the chat, along with mine. So if you're interested, cool, let us know. If not, no problem at all. I'm just going to move to the Okay, you're here, Say. Well, go ahead and post what it is that you wanted. So for your general or for yes, no?
um, I see what you're saying there, Seattle. You're welcome to answering your questions there. I understand that frustration. So I know you're frustrated and beyond the point, probably, of like it's really, you're really not happy. So I get it. And I hope it gets better.
Okay. And Say, so you start Monday. Oh, wow. Okay. You're scared? Don't be scared. Look at it as, you know what? This is a challenge. It's a challenge in life. But hopefully you'll have fun also, I'm sure there'll be fun times, but they say do something that scares you. So good for you for doing it. All right, let's see. It's okay to be nervous. It's all right. Everybody, that's normal. If you weren't, you'd be like, all right, well, okay. But it's weird though if you're not, in my opinion. So it's normal. Well, college go well for me, for say. What I want to say is, I want to say, like, as long as you stick to what you need to do and stick to the learning, stick to, I don't know, maybe stick to whatever you was told. I don't know. I feel like saying stick to tradition, that I'd give you a yes. This is could be okay. So these cards, the way they come out. Nice. Let's show it up like this. So they come out. This could be like a perfect time for you to start a whole new phase in life. So to me, this is a yes coming out. Um, and maybe it's just, listen to your elders or listen to what you were told, or I don't know why I want to say that, but something to do with that. But yeah, I'm going to give you a yes that it will go well for you. It's just, like I said, it's showing us a great time. So yeah. And then Sir Daniel.
Um, if you aren't nervous about it, then you don't care. And if you don't care, then it doesn't matter. Okay. Don't try not to dwell within it, but use it as a reminder that it does matter to you, that you do care about it. Um, fear really only comes in when we are afraid, literally. When something that matters to us is is going to be taken, if we're going to lose something, that like an opportunity to go to a good college and graduate and get your diplomas that you're seeking, you're going for the PhD all the way, full ride, I would assume it matters to you and that you're going to feel nervous. And just like Jill said, if you weren't nervous, you know, maybe there's something to it. And it's normal to be nervous. Okay. That's all I've got for you there. Um, if you were accepted, think of it this way: if you were accepted, then you belong. If you were accepted by colleges, you belong there. Take that as a little notion of comfort. You know, you belong there. Okay. Don't think you don't.
I like that. I like that.
And I hope that helps you.
Computer engineering. Don't say you suck at math. Don't say that. You could just say maybe it's a challenge. It's a challenge for you. Math can be a challenge, right? But
Yeah.
when I suck at it, it's like, oh, then it's just never going to get better because you suck at it. you know. But I
Yeah.
know you probably know that say, but but uh,
Take it from someone who knows. Okay.
yeah,
I wasn't good at math either. And not because I didn't, didn't really apply myself. It's just like, you know, I sometimes I just wasn't good at it. And I realized later on, after becoming a surveyor and needing to do math, that math actually is easy so long as you know the correct formula for the problem that you're doing. Okay? If you got the formulas, you got no problems. And it gets easier. I I remember having to, take a long time to do addition and subtraction and multiplication and division. And there are times now where I can literally do it as almost as fast as I see it. And it takes time and practice, but you can get there too. So yeah, you can make a weakness a strength. Pretty
yeah.
much where I'm getting at.
All right. So Linksy said she's buffering. So if you can hear me, Linksy, either you or Sir Daniel, whoever, Sir Daniel, would you like to? She's buffering then. You go, Sir Daniel. Go ahead. What would you like?
um, I suppose I'll take my usual order.
All right. You're
Um,
welcome. Say,
do you mind if I do two people?
I
And
don't care. No,
okay,
I don't mind.
I would like to do two people.
All right. Let me see. Let me get my, where are they? Because I have all these other, oops. All right. I'm trying to, get these other decks. All righty. One, two. All right. The first one being initial. Is it B or someone else?
Yeah, yeah. The first one, is the usual person.
Okay.
The second one is the very new person
Okay.
that we did last time.
Okay. So same initials as the other, but just not the same as the other.
Yes, same initials, not the same.
Right. All right. So the first one B. I'm gonna pull in the tarot card here first. This is energy that's like in and out, on and off, hot and cold type. And I don't, is it used at them? Or it could just be saying that there's still passion there between the two of you. I think it's kind of like more of that, saying there's still some passion there or some passions left or something like that. That's what I kind of get from it. Let me go and grab. I'm gonna grab a Hidden Truth, Volume 1. No, then we'll get Hidden Truth Volume 2. Then these different love oracles over here. And instead of Messages of Love today, you want to try the new deck I have, which I used earlier, but I used it in the other live stream earlier. This is a new love one, and instead of the Messages of Love, maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. And you saw this one already, right? Yeah, you saw this one, I think, the other night. It looks like this, but it's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
All right, let's see. The special place. All right. You were the best thing in my life. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. And the timing just wasn't right for us. I'm starting to understand our connection. All right. Volume 2, Hidden Truth. I don't want to let you go. I can't do this. Maybe it is the in and out, because look at, maybe it's both, but this in and out, this on off hot, just like that back and forth type. Because I don't want to let you go. I can't do this, but I don't want this. But I did. Well, which one is it? I trusted you. All right, and then I'm gonna grab one of these. It's called When Two Hearts Meet, I think. Oracle, something like that. When Two Hearts Meet, Oracle, something. Let's see. Shawana, hello. Past lives. All right, it says we reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lives. So it talks about past lives. So to me, it's saying that's probably there's past life connection here. And then I'm going to go to the love oracle. I've been trying to forget about you, but I can't. Okay. I'm trying to understand myself more. Oh, that's good, but I want to say how long you need. All right, lover oracle now. I need a shush out. Can you hear that? Okay, lover oracle. I guess you can because you can. Sorry, Leslie. Lover oracle. All right. We know this. I can't make a decision.
That's clarification right there.
Yeah, a whole different deckings coming out. No one understands me but you. That's probably why it'd be hard for people to let go. We got that attachment, thinking that the only ones that understand them is this person, and no one understands me like they do, and no one. Well, you don't allow someone. I mean, they can if you let somebody understand you like that. You're the one blocking it yourself from other people. Anyways, lot of not everyone. All right, let's go ahead and move to the second one. And was it M or what is M, right?
Yeah, but
All
it's
right,
the
let's
other
do.
one.
All right. I feel like is this, I don't know if this is somebody who's a missed opportunity, or like you or them feel like it's been a missed opportunity, or if it's somebody who's maybe possibly could be a missed opportunity. Like, if I don't know if So anyways, I don't know if you feel like there was a missed opportunity in the past with the person, or if possibly you or them feel like they don't want to miss the opportunity for something good type thing. Because it could be somebody feeling like somebody's distracted, or maybe even a little bored, or it could just be stubbornness, feeling like somebody's stubborn, or maybe somebody's stubborn and not seeing something type thing. Could be somebody worried, like that. Just say, for instance, a word that you're stubborn and you're not going to see it, or maybe distracted and you're not going to see what's being presented to you type thing. That's the kind of energy with that.
Okay.
Now, this can also, be saying stubbornness can keep you from right timing, whether it's you or them. I don't know which one, but it could also be somebody being like real stubborn. So now let me grab Hidden Truth Volume 1. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I feel you leaving me behind. I was going to say, is that a dog collar? But I remember I asked you that last time, and I think you said it was like, maybe it's crickets in the background, and it comes through over the thing, almost like when there's a dog walking around, you can hear the dog chain caught or something, and just very lightly. It's not irritating or nothing. It's very lightly, and I'm like, I think I asked you that last time, didn't I?
Maybe, yeah, it is crickets.
Crickets, yeah. So I think that's what I'm
It is
hearing.
the crickets
I
you
was like,
hear.
I like the sound of crickets, actually. Let's see. Hidden Truth Volume 2. I feel so happy with you. I don't want to know. Why not? Why would you? Why not? I want to know. I wonder how you feel. Well, you just said you don't want to know. Now you want to know. You wonder how they feel. But okay. Maybe something else, huh? Don't want to know something else, but they wonder how you feel, though. All right, let's see. Let's grab one of the love oracle. And I'll grab one of those 2 heart ones also. Okay, I may be running, but my soul wants you only. Mm-hmm. All right now, watch out. Oh, I caught that with my knees. Hold on, I fell. I'm trying to understand myself more. So you get some ninja-like reflexes over here. I have been told that, but whatever. I'm trying to understand myself more. All right, let's see.
I mean, you could be a ninja part time and we wouldn't know it.
This is true. Let's see. I know our souls are entwined. If I feel like I keep feeling like pulling the cards, I will, like this. Obviously, if I don't, then I don't. But sometimes I just feel like keep pulling something to do. So I know our souls are yeah, in, intertwined. And I don't know. All right, let me see. The 2 hearts will be last. Next up is the lover oracle. All right now, sexual chocolate, sexual desire. Sexual desire. I didn't realize how bad that damn glare is. But I know it's not from this window. It's from one of these lamps over here, I guess. Childhood trauma. And then let me grab the 2 hearts. True love. It says true love comes when you least expect it. All right. This sounds a little bit familiar of a message from last time, almost implying or something that this person was Like the one for you. Am I remember that correct, or no, you don't remember that?
That was the first M, I believe.
Oh, the other one? Was it the other one? Okay. Let's see. And then, yes, okay. And thank you, Sir Daniel. Am I forgetting something?
I don't
Because I
think
already
so.
did the tarot.
I think that's
All right.
everything.
Thank you, Sir Daniel. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for giving out the great advice that you do. Thank you for knowledge.
You're very welcome.
And then let's
Um,
see, Linksy. I didn't know if you're staying or going, but Linksy, you'll be up. You're just now cutting out. So I guess that means Daniel.
you, yeah,
Oh, okay,
right.
now I hear you.
I was
I
just
hear you.
saying I'm going to call tonight. So
I don't know what you just said.
can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying it. I'm going to call it a night.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you. That's what I figured, but all right.
it cut out.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much again, Sir Daniel. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Jill. Y'all have a good evening and a good night and a good morning and day and and I'll see y'all on the next one.
All right. See you next weekend. Let's
Alrighty. Good
see.
night.
Good night. All right. And don't forget to check out his channel, you guys. Surveying BTS. Check him out. So I'm going to take Sarah then. I'm not seeing Linksys. Hidden Truth, Volume 2. New Lovers, Yin Yang. All right. Sarah, Pebbles, Hidden Truth, Volume 2. I compare others to you. All right. And then the Lover Oracle, right? Because that's the newer one. Or do you mean the hearts? I'll give you one of each. And then Yin Yang. All right, let's see. I am stuck in visions of us together. All right. Okay. Let's see. And then let's grab you a two hearts one. And thank you, Linksy. I'll grab you right after. Power. The power of love is like a magnet drawing. Why is that word hard to say for me? Souls together. It always feels like I have like a bit of an accent or something. I don't know why, but let me see. Um, where is it? Yin Yang. There you are. Okay. Healing. And it says inner child. All right. And thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Pebbles. All right, Linksy, you are up. Let me move this stuff. There's a lot of love cards, huh? I read them like, it just sounds funny. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. You too, Shawana. Thank you for coming through. All right, Linksy. What good news is coming towards me this month with the other black and orange? So when you say the other one, what does that mean? What is the other one? Because I have both of them out. I think you mean this one, which says, I am in denial about my feelings for you. And another one, I'm scared of being vulnerable with you. And you'll get one of these two. Give you both. The one where it has people and the new ones use it. So, okay. I don't know who I am anymore. And that's these ones, the ones I used yesterday. And then, yeah. And then, people don't believe in me. Oh, I feel like people don't believe in them. What the? Where? Why? People don't believe in you. One more. Life without you is hopeless, dark, and depressing. I miss your light. I bet you do. All right. And then the one with the, this one, right? The one today, new two hearts, something, when two hearts meet or something. Let's see. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. All right. And then Love Island. Chinese fortune cookie. All right. The Love Island one, I wanted to grab one from like the middle, and it says the butterfly. All right. It says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. Wasn't there just something else about child or no? But anyways, maybe not. All right, so the butterfly growth. And then the Chinese fortune cookie. And it says challenges. All right, take time out from problems or conflicts or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. But anyways, here's the, for those of you, the Chinese one, it says challenges. So I know you asked what good news is coming, and it comes up here with some challenges. But you know what? There has to be challenges. Otherwise, there's no point in being here on Earth, right? That's what life is. They're full of challenges, good times and some challenges, right? But a lot of people get excited with a challenge. They could, because they get literally, they feel like it's a challenge. Let me get challenged and do this, type thing. But let's see. What good news is coming towards Lacey? So you got some Aries energy again coming out. I always say it's Aries, but fire sign. Um, I always, I'm just thinking that that's like you now. I mean, I don't know, but it's this energy of nothing you cannot do, because you get that when the queen, either the queen or the king, right here of wands, you tend to get. And both, I'm going to say are leaders and very intelligent. Now I'm going to say trust where you're going. Trust. This is also, to me, showing you being like motivational and you being inspiring, which I feel like you're. No, yeah, it could be someone around you also. Yeah, but I feel like it's kind of your energy. But this is saying the world is at your feet. Luck is on your side. This could be travel, could be distance, something to do with that. But luck is on your side here. This is like a cycle being completed and a new cycle begins. Just make sure you don't self-sabotage or that this new cycle coming. That's what it feels like. I don't know if you necessarily, if that's something you normally do, you know, if you self-sabotage a little bit or have a little bit of self-defeating energy, but just don't, like a whole new cycle is going to begin for you. So just, I'd say, allow it to begin. And I don't even know if that makes sense to you. Let me see. Is it? Am I making sense here? Grab one more. And this also is telling you to have a little bit of fun in life because this card, oops, is about kind of like balancing home and work or balancing if you know two different things at once type thing. And I would say to just try to have a little bit of fun. You know, find some balance, but have a little fun also. But the world being at your feet, when you ask what good is coming to you, whatever you want, because the world's at your feet. Luck's on your side, whatever you want to come. You are welcome, Linksy. Thank you so much. He's good. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Hopefully everybody is doing well around you. And Dr. Fee said we closed the free list. Were you on? Oh, I called for you earlier and you didn't answer, so you had missed your turn, I believe. Or did I already do one for you? But I remember calling you earlier. And right now the free list is closed. So it's donations only. Although yeah. Just making sure this thing's working here. Just make. All right. So if not, so I didn't say last call. So let me do last call real quick. It is last call, you guys. If you'd like to have a free reading, go ahead and ask, excuse me. If you'd like to donate, the free list has closed. If you'd like to donate for anything, let us know because I'm going to take off. I'll just give it a minute or two here to see. And again, thank you, Linksy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sarah. And thank you guys. I appreciate all of you guys coming through. And Linksy's other channel is A's Tarot Readings. She's a great tarot reader, you guys. Do not forget to go check her out. If you haven't already, check her out. Yes, you're welcome, Linksy. And I will, Sarah. Thank you. I'll tell them. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you guys. And I will see you guys on the next one. All right. Thank you, Linksy. All right.